This week, Vice President Kamala Harris traveled to the battleground state of Georgia, where she touted the Biden administration's economic record and met with small black business owners. While there, Vice President Harris also told MSNBC's Tremaine Lee why she's traveling from state to state, speaking with black voters.
The president and I come from a place of understanding that, yes, it is very significant that our economic policies have resulted in black unemployment being at historic lows. And it is important to understand that, like all people, when we are focused on the dreams and desires of black men and young black men, it is, yes, to have a job, but to have a career, to be able to grow wealth, to build wealth, to be able to buy a home, to be able to go on a nice vacation from time to time, right? To take care of their family, to build equity so that when their children want to go to college, they have some resources to help pay for the tuition, right? So the work that I'm doing in this tour is really to speak to that part of a broader and a very broad-based economic policy that is about strengthening the economy for everyone as a whole, but truly understanding the hopes and the desires and the ambitions and making sure that we're meeting folks where they are.
This marks the fourth time this year that Vice President Harris has traveled to Georgia. And later this month, President Biden will speak at Morehouse College's commencement, the historically black college in Atlanta that was the alma mater of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The Biden-Harris campaign's focus on young black voters shows that it's paying attention to the lack of enthusiasm among this very important voting bloc. The Wall Street Journal reported earlier this month that more black men said they plan to back Donald Trump this fall, according to a recent Wall Street Journal poll of 7 swing states. Some 30% of them in the poll said they were either definitely or probably going to vote for the former Republican president. In the Wall Street Journal poll, 11% of black women said they were either definitely or probably going to vote for Trump. In that same poll, 57% of black male voters in the 7 battleground states said they support President Biden, while 77% of black women said they support the president. Joining us now, Devontae Jennings. He is the chair of the Young Democrats of Georgia Black Caucus. Devontae, thank you very much for being here. You have been helping to reach would-be voters in Georgia. What are you hearing from them?
We're really hearing that we want to be at the forefront, how we are right now, how they're making the tours around and making us the priority in this election year. We want to see something like that all year round. We appreciate a lot of the things that are going on right now, but we'd love to see the support and efforts keep going all throughout the year outside of election year.
And my bad, I should be calling you Chairman Jennings. So Chairman Jennings, you have said that your younger friends are divided on voting for President Biden. What issues seem to be keeping them from giving the president their support?
A lot of the issues we're dealing around cannabis reform, which we know a couple of days ago, President Biden's administration has done some work with that. I think the next step would have to be expungement when it comes to criminal records. You know, a lot of our communities have been affected by these things. And I think once we start seeing the Biden administration making a change towards the criminal justice system that has affected our communities, I think a lot more people are going to start getting on board.
Vice President Harris was in Atlanta this week discussing entrepreneurship and what the Biden administration has done to help uplift minority businesses, student debt relief, programs for first-time home buyers, and so on. Are these messages resonating with black voters?
Yes, and I actually was at that event and got to hear everything that she was talking about. And I think people were blown away. Honestly, I think that's exactly what the administration needs to keep doing. They need to keep putting to the forefront what they're doing, highlighting their wins and showing exactly what their plan is. I think they're doing a great job of getting away from just saying one side is racist or one side doesn't care about your economic growth and actually laying out a detailed plan. So I was extremely impressed.
So I'm wondering what specifically worked for you. Was it the fact that they issued a detailed plan, talked specifics?
Yes, and it was more than just how do we get the Black vote? I think when you say things like, how do we get the Black vote? You start to make especially younger Black people feel like we're just a political pawn. But once you start laying out a mission and you're saying, these are going to be the resources that we're going to make available to you, and this is the science that we see is affecting your communities and the things that you need. Here are the resources. Here's how we plan to go about it. That starts to resonate with people a lot more.
Let me get you on one more thing, Chairman Jennings, because, you know, earlier, I mentioned the Wall Street Journal report on an increase in Black voters considering voting for President Trump. I'm sorry, I don't buy it. What do you think? Do you buy it? And if so, what do you think is behind behind that support? And are you concerned about that?
There is some support for him, but I think the numbers are inflated. If you go look at the science and the work that the New Georgia Project has done, I think it would debunk a lot of that. It's nowhere near that high. A lot of his tactics that he's using is going to catch some people's attention, but a lot of people, and I have great faith within not just the Black community, but us as Black men to see past all of that and see through the smoke and mirrors. I can guarantee you one thing, with the work that we're doing and the work that we as the Young Democrats of Georgia Black Caucus are going to do, we're going to make sure that doesn't happen.
Chairman of the Young Democrats of Georgia Black Caucus, Devontae Jennings, thank you very much for coming to The Last Word.
Thank you.